In professional wrestling, double team maneuvers are executed by multiple wrestlers instead of one, and typically are used by tag teams in tag team matches. Many of these maneuvers are a combination of two throws or submission holds. Most moves are known by the names that professional wrestlers give their finishing move names. Occasionally, these names become popular and are used regardless of the wrestler performing the technique. Moves are listed under general categories whenever possible. These moves involve one wrestler actually performing the move to an opponent. An ally of the attacker will do something to make the move more effective. For example, a wrestler could perform a DDT on an opponent. However, an ally could lift the opponent's feet off the ground first, making it an aided DDT, a much more effective variation of the moves. An aided brainbuster sees one wrestler help another wrestler perform a brainbuster, usually by putting their own weight behind the move to increase its impact. This move sees an opponent rest with his upper body on the ropes and his feet on one of the attacking wrestler's shoulders, while the other wrestler charges at his partner, leapfrogging over him or her, and straddling the opponent's lower back. Any double team move in which one wrestler helps another to perform a neckbreaker by twisting/forcing the opponent down to the mat harder while a neckbreaker is performed. Another version of an aided neckbreaker, known as an elevated neckbreaker, sees one member of the attacking tag team get the opponent up into an elevated position to allow wrestler to perform a neckbreaker from a greater height. This is a normal whiplash, but instead of having the opponent held in the air with the aid of the ring rope, he or she is kept in the elevated position by another wrestler. This wrestler has the opponent's legs on his or her shoulders and is facing the first wrestler. When the whiplash is performed, the extra wrestler will often twist himself or herself down to the mat and land on top of the opponent. In recent memory it has been known as the Magic Giller. A wheelbarrow face bust can be combined with many face buster and DDT variations. While one wrestler holds an opponent in a wheelbarrow clutch, the second wrestler applies a front face lock and DDTs his opponent, while the other wrestler drops to a sitting position, impacting the opponent's face to the mat, finishing the wheelbarrow face buster. Any double team move in which one wrestler help another to perform a pillared river in an opponent by pushing down on the opponent's foot for more impact. In a variation of the moves, the second wrestler jumps off the turnbuckle while pushing the opponent's feet downward for even more damage. This is well known as a spike pillared river, also known as a spike powerbomb. This is any double team move in which one wrestler help another to perform a powerbomb, either by aiding the wrestler to get the opponent up onto their shoulders, or by pulling down on the opponent as they get dropped down to force them into the mat harder. A triple team variation existed, previously used by The Shield, which they call a triple powerbomb. In this version, one partner sits on the top rope facing the ring, the second partner stands behind the opponent. The second partner then puts his head under one of the opponent's arms and lifts him into the air, placing him on the first partner's shoulders. From there the first partner stands up and jumps forward, powerbombing the opponent from the second rope down to the ring. The Dudley Boys made this move famous by putting their adversaries through tables. This move starts with both partners on either the right or left side of an opponent who is lying prone on the mat, face up, with one partner in front of the other, and both of them facing away from the opponent. The one closest to the opponent picks up the other partner, who is facing away from him or her, and makes a 180 circumflex degrees turn before dropping the partner on the opponent. The wrestler can lift his partner in a variety of ways before dropping him on the opponent. Another variation starts with both partners on either the right or left side of an opponent who is lying prone on the mat, face up, with one partner from the opponent. The one closest to the opponent performs a military press on the other partner, and before throwing them, while the other opponent performs a 360 circumflex degree splash.